can't choose your enemy. And with that, we're going to jump into the bestiary section. We do have a couple of mystical creatures we're going to go over today. Did you want to do the skull scorpions?
Yeah, I'll take skull scorpions. So we get a quick description of them. They are these giant ebony scorpions. They're decorated in the skulls of the prey, which is probably where the skull scorpion piece comes from. I get it. I know what you're thinking. We don't really know too much about them. Not really sure on their trial of worth, but they are a tier 2. And as far as magic goes, again, we don't really see too much. We do see that they are able to sense tremors and that they do grant the ability to essentially move through the ground, not through stone, but kind of loose earth type of ground. So we'll get to see that in play a little bit more in kind of the next few chapters. And they do also have the evocation of venom. So that being kind of their main weapon.
And then the next creature that we have is the Thunderbird. We don't really have a lot of information on these as well. So what we do know is that they are giant birds of the sky with an affinity for lightning. They are typically amber colored. They are a tier 3 mystical creature. And realistically, the only thing we can realistically know about it is that they can evocate lightning, and they do have that thunderclap aura. And the thunderclap aura also does cause thunderstorms whose lightning strikes out at all nearby metal, incapacitating or killing all those in contact. I don't know if they can... I doubt that they could manipulate wind.
I don't think so, because that feels like it crosses too much into the rock area. So it seems like they probably are more just lightning focused, and then the rock is the lightning plus wind type.
Well, and I imagine that even with tier 3, because again, our descriptions are fairly broad for each tier of creature. I imagine even within a tier 3, one is stronger. One can still be stronger than the other, even though they're still tier 3. So I think, like you're saying, with the Thunderbird, it's like on the lower end of the tier 3, whereas a rock would be at the higher end of the tier 3s. All right, and with that, that's the end of this week's episode. I don't think there's anything coming up on the horizon, anything new as far as we're aware of at the moment, at least for when this is being recorded.
Next up, I think the next upcoming is Time Marked Warlock 2, which is crazy, but I think that's the next one.
Yeah. That'll be in November, so by the time this is actually posted, we're not going to be too terribly far off from that.
Yeah, which is crazy.
All right, with that, we're going to end today's episode, and we'll catch you guys next week. Thank you.
Eric, Scott, and I want to thank everyone for listening today. We post a new episode every Wednesday morning at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, and 8 Pacific Standard Time. We are on all podcasting platforms and are also on YouTube as well for video. After the additional episode airs, we post chapter-by-chapter videos every day in a smaller, easier-to-digest format. We do want to give a special shout-out to the final member of our team, Dan Mackison, one of the admins for the Frith Chronicles Wiki, link listed below, and doing his best to keep everything running smoothly behind the scenes. If you want to reach out to us, you can email us at frithguildpod@gmail.com or on Facebook or any other social media by searching for Frith Guild Podcast. Just to remind everybody, we have links to everything in the description below on both the podcast and YouTube.